What's up agents, Patrick Wolf here. Welcome to another Division 2 video. Today's video is going to be all about this amazing weapon right here, the test subject, and why you need to use it right now. Let's get into some gameplay first, then we'll move on to a description, and I'm going to tell you guys why this is one of the best assault rifles in the game.
Boost about to come online. Boost now active. Taken by allies.
The enemy is about to claim the supply drop.
System disrupted.
You're halfway through the fight. The specialization supply drop has been claimed by the enemy.
Agent down. System reactivated. The boost is being taken by the enemy. The boost has been taken by the enemy. An agent needs assistance.
There are no more rogue reinforcements. Eliminate whoever's left.
Agent down.
You're the only one left, Agent. Don't give in.
Agent down. System curtailed. System back online. Rogue Stinger Hive detected. Vital signs critical. An agent needs assistance. System disrupted. System reactivated.
Hopefully you guys did enjoy that gameplay. If you took note from the gameplay, you would probably be amazed at how much damage from range I was doing. A lot of people think the FAL is the best weapon from long ranges. I'm going to change your mind today, and I'm going to do that through showing you certain statistics, and we're going to talk about different things. So before we do, how do you obtain this beautiful weapon? Now you could see the accuracy is very, very potent with this gun. It's actually better than the FAL. I don't know if you guys know this, and we also have 10% more incremental damage from the perfectly in sync talent. So you can get this gun from seasons. Just wait for it to come out. We are running through the seasons once again currently. Also from caches or just farming assault rifles, and from the vendors. There will be a vendor video tomorrow, so make sure that notification bell is clicked. I will be posting vendors every single week. So once you have gotten this beautiful weapon, once you have obtained it, you need to give it a try. A lot of people have kept this gun in their stash, and I've been one of those people. I recently picked it up in the last couple of days, and my word, it's just been beaming people left, right, and center from any kind of range, from close range, whatever. And that's mainly due to its very superior accuracy. And stability is not really too important. Now, we're going to talk about these two statistics first so you guys understand them. Then I will give you some showcases and comparisons. Perfectly in sync is 10% more damage, weapon damage, than normal in sync. Normal in sync is 15% skill damage and then 15% weapon. Add the two together, they're doubled, which increases to 30%. This one is 40%. That alone is a big increase. 10% is no laughing matter. Damage toss out of cover is still one of the best things to roll as the attribute. We do have 100k base on this build. I don't have all reds, so don't be fooled. 700 RPM with a 50 round magazine. That is more than the FAL as well. So let's talk about accuracy and stability and why is it so important. If you're firing your gun from range at players, whether it be in PvE or PvP, whatever, NPCs, doesn't matter. Accuracy is the bouncing of the dot when you're firing your gun. So when you have your crosshairs, when you're aiming, the dot will bounce around. How accurate are you from ranges? The more accuracy you have, the more chances of hitting your bullets, the easier it is to hit your shots from long ranges. Accuracy is not too important from close ranges, but stability, what that is basically just recoil. It's how stable the gun is when firing. So this recoil on this weapon is up and to the right. So a lot of people might struggle to master it because the FAMAS, for example, has got the same accuracy, but it's a vertical recoil pattern, a bit easier to mitigate. But I guess it's completely up to you as a player which one you decide to use. I will not be telling you what the best assault rifle in the game is because there are many candidates which determine, it depends on where you are, the distance from the target, how good you are at aiming. It really depends on you. But if you want numbers, I do have spreadsheets, guys. I have got spreadsheets which dictate or tell me which assault rifles have the best burst damage, the best accuracy. We have all of that, but that doesn't mean anything. Practice is better than paper, and I always say that you need to practice these depending on you as a player as well, how you can handle them. So modifications all the same. Make sure you have that 20 round magazine. Very, very important. So let's take a look at the build and I can show you guys the differences. So I've just got my normal Vigilance Spotter AR. You guys know this build does high damage, amplified from the chest and Vigilance backpack. We get a lot of damage from this. Obviously from the test subject, it's going to be significantly more. So what I'm going to do now is do a comparison between the test subject and the Chameleon. So when I push G, the test subject's on the right, the Chameleon is on the left. So as you guys can see, the green indicates how much more stability the Chameleon has over the test subject. So the stability on the Chameleon is a lot. That means it's going to be easy to control the recoil, but that doesn't matter too much because you would have to use this gun from close range. Look how much more accuracy the test subject has over this Chameleon. And I'm going to show you, this is the perfect example because this is a big drop off in accuracy. This gun is one of the worst long range assault rifles in the game, probably the worst. So let's take a look. All I'm going to do is we're on heroic and we're just going to try and beam an NPC down. So we're not going to make it too crazy. I'm just going to put it onto purple because you'll be amazed. Even with all this damage, sometimes you need to just put on purple to actually be able to kill this guy with one magazine. That's how bad the accuracy is. Obviously, it depends on your shots, how many shots you hit, and what kind of player you are. But I'm going to try my best to just hold it steady and see what we can do. So as you guys can see, this is from 20 meters away. This is the Chameleon. As you guys can see, it moves up, but look how the dot bounces around. So that's also a sort of bloom in a sense. Test subject, it's to the right and up. And you can see the dot is much more centered, which means we will hit our shots a bit better. So the Chameleon, let's take a look now. I'm just going to try beam the NPC. You can see the shots are just bouncing all around. Very difficult to hit, even though I'm on the head. Now we move to the test subject. And he's dead. So you guys can see with the test subject, even without the talent, because of the accuracy, we can hit more shots from longer ranges. Back to the Chameleon again. It's ridiculous. That was on the head and I didn't even get nowhere near killing that NPC. So that is the differences. That's why accuracy is so important. The reason why I brought this up is not to compare these two weapons. It's to quickly go through the differences between this and the best assault rifles, or the ones that people like to use the most. The FAL is very, very powerful. To be honest, I still think this is the best gun for range due to it hits like a truck and the RPM is slow. It's easy to shoot. But that's what I thought. I'm going to be using the test subject rather than this, and I'm going to show you why. The RPM is not that much different, but the damage is going to be significantly more because of InSync, because we have 10% more incremental damage. So off the bat, it's already better. And with the magazine size, it's much better. So obviously you get more damage per bullet. So this will mitigate that because the fact that we're actually hitting harder. But like I said, that's not the case anymore because of the perfectly in sync difference. Now it's not going to be perfectly enough to match it, but per bullet it will end up being, throughout a whole magazine, just as good. So let's look at the accuracy and stability now. The stability of the FAL is better, which will definitely help console players. So that's something to keep in mind. Practice on the range from greater distances than 15 meters, and you can test for yourself. The accuracy is worse with the FAL. Now it's not a significant amount, but that might be the difference between killing someone and not killing them. That's why I was able to beam so many people in PvP. Now if we scroll down and we look at the other faithful gun, probably one of the best, the FAMAS. Same accuracy, but we have got more stability on the FAMAS. So this might be a very good one for console players. But the thing is because of the damage and RPM differences, look how much more damage we have here. 200 RPM is significant. So that's why the FAMAS, in my opinion, is probably, I'm not going to say the test subject's better than the FAMAS, but that's the thing. This test subject is perfect in between the FAL and the FAMAS. You'll have a lot of damage from range. Like the FAMAS is very hindered. You can't really beam as much from range with this gun. It's still very accurate and you can shoot from distances, but the test subject, just due to the fact that it hits like a truck and we have perfectly in sync, it just seems to do more damage. Now I'm not going to say which one's better because I like both of them and I'll constantly always change between the two, but the test subject, in my opinion, is the better all-round weapon from ranges and close range. Now this doesn't mean that I'm telling you that it's the most damage or the most burst damage. That's not true. The FAMAS still has more burst damage, but the utility from range from the test subject is just really, really strong. So let's look at the G36 now as well. So way better accuracy in the G36, but obviously this has more stability. But like I said, that doesn't really matter, especially being a PC player. I don't really mind. So that just gives you guys an idea. I'm not going to go through every single weapon in the game. What I can also do is go through the Eagle Bearer if you would like to see that, but the Eagle Bearer has a certain buff, so that'll be mitigated completely. That's why the Eagle Bearer is very good. It's still got better accuracy than the Eagle Bearer. Obviously, we do get certain buffs which increases our accuracy. This is why the Eagle Bearer is so powerful and so good. Now you can see what I mean by that. So weapon handling is a form of that. That's why I always tell you guys, stacking weapon handling on your build can benefit you greatly, and that's something that you need to have a look at, especially after watching this video. I'm sure you can agree. This gun is amazing, and I definitely think you guys need to try this. If you haven't tried it, get it, try it, and I promise you, I want to see in the comments right down below what you think. Have you tried it? Did you beam people? I'm sure you have. So make sure to click that notification bell, leave a like, subscribe guys, and I'll be seeing everybody in the next video. Peace out guys.